Leo, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning September the 27th. All right, this reading is going to be focused on the transits we have going on this week. Mercury goes into retrograde, and as many of you guys know, there is this culture out there of giving retrogrades a bad name. But if you've been following my work and my channel for quite some time, you might have noticed that I'm a really big advocate of looking at retrogrades in a whole new way. So, you know, if metaphysically retrogrades bring us back to the past and help us identify issues that might have arisen, you know, and we're having to deal with them again, then perhaps retrogrades are about bringing us to this moment now. And in order to do that and to gain conscious awareness, we must be willing to look at everything that got us to here. We must be willing to look at the journey that got us to here, okay? And so in the scope of looking at Mercury retrograde happens a few times a year. So maybe there's a message in that, you know, if it happens a few times a year, then perhaps there is ample opportunity across the year for really taking stock, okay? Now, another level to that is Mercury rules all things of the mind and communication. And we all know that when, you know, transformation wants to happen, perhaps it has to start with a thought. And it is our perceptions that truly shape everything about how we see ourselves and our place in the world and others, of course. So when Mercury goes into retrograde a few times a year, there's a beautiful gift there in being able to take a step back and become consciously aware of who we are and how we've been shaped on our journey, and perhaps shift out of old paradigms, old thought paradigms into new ones and develop new perceptions, which, like I said, are all the key to transformation. The other amazing thing that's happening this week is a gift from the cosmos, and that is a grand trine in air signs. Now, for you, Leo, you have the moon lighting up your 11th house, and you have the sun and Mars lighting up your 3rd house. A grand trine is when 3 or more planets in the same element, okay? So these are all in air signs happen. 11th house is all about our hopes, dreams, and wishes. Our 3rd house is all about communication. So perhaps for many Leos out there, there are strong themes and desires wanting to be communicated in the realms of new goals, new dreams, new ideas. You might be finding a lot of increased communication with friends and networks, acquaintances, helpful people. The 11th house also rules legislation and things like that. So conversations might be along those themes. There's a bigger story at play because we can't talk about a trine without talking about Saturn being in Aquarius, which is a much bigger placement, and that falls across a 3-year period. So there's a bigger theme at play for you guys, Leo, when it comes to 7th house. Okay, so there's this backstory that's happening for your journey when it comes to working with the shadow, when it comes to working in partnership, how you can successfully work in partnership with others. And you know, they might fall in themes around communications, thanks to the 3rd house being lit up by the sun and Mars. They might fall in the realms of 11th house, your hopes, dreams, wishes, acquaintances, helpful people. Okay, so take it however it resonates, Leo. You've got the gratitude card underneath the deck. You've got acceptance and loneliness. Maybe for many Leos, in very practical ways, you are pulling yourself out of isolation, out of loneliness, and finding great reward in being able to consciously connect with those of like mind. You're being able to find some great joy and benefit in being able to exchange ideas, you know, with Mercury going retrograde. People from the past, acquaintances, old goals, old dreams might be coming into the forefront for you, and you know, it's an opportunity to truly get excited again. There's something here about a new way of coming into partnership with self and our dreams and our goals, okay, for many of you guys. And that is even more highlighted by the 3 of coins, which is exactly what that symbolizes: the beginning stage, the apprentice stage of a project, idea, a business, a concept. There's, you know, when I talk about the beginning stages, the 3 of coins is not quite the 10 of coins yet, but the vision is strong, and perhaps that can be further supported and accentuated by stepping out, communicating, reaching out to your networks for inspiration, ideas, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of enjoyment that you guys might be getting from these areas of your life, okay? Exciting news might be coming forward, okay? What I'm also going to say, because it is the Page of Wands, you know, hence it represents fire and excitement and passion, there might be some form of hesitancy from you guys because you realize and recognize that it is just in its infant stages, like it can't yet be backed up by something practical. Okay, so in the background, you will notice with the 3 of coins, there's darkness here. It's great that this project, an idea, this new role, this whatever the case may be is kicking off, this new relationship or this new level of an old relationship or goal or business, whatever the case may be. It's great that it has started, okay, but it is in its infant stages is what I do want to say. Your intuition has a powerful message for you. The other thing I want to say is many of you might even feel a genuine reluctance to get too excited too soon. Again, with Mercury going retrograde, we do want to be able to consciously bring ourselves into the moment so that we can dot our I's, cross our T's, and truly connect into new ways of perceiving self and possibility. And perhaps for many of you guys, the intuition, our dreams, the subconscious might have further messages for you about looking at an old thing in a whole new way. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. There's an acceptance card showing up. So, rather than feeling lonely and isolated, reach out to your networks, reach out to see what others are doing is what I'm intuitively picking up on for many of you. Is there anything else I wanted to mention there? Coming into partnership, okay, is the other thing that's at play, but that's a bigger 3-year story thanks to Saturn being in Aquarius, my friend. All right, Leo, that was your quick read for the week beginning Monday, the 27th of September. I hope you got something out of that. Until next week, have an empowered week. Take care.